Completed another section, section 7.3, and the tail end of problems for section 7.2. Yeah, of course, this video will be going out on the 25th. I made a mistake and I published 2 videos in a row. I was hoping to be a little ahead. As you probably know, I've had COVID, so I needed a little gap in there. But anyways, so this will go out September 25. I did 44 more problems. I'm down to 1,309 total problems attempted. Yeah, I think that's all there is in those. This section 7.3, has been a lot of fun. It's quadratic forms. Fairly predictable. Of course, I'll show every now and then I make mistakes, but it's all based on the principle of a quadratic form, which has the format terms squared, all these terms squared. So if you look at, let me see where there is one that's written out as part of one of the proofs. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm in the wrong section. Yes, of course I'm in the wrong section. So yeah, I did some more problems to 7.2, but I showed 7.2 last time. No wonder I was looking for a formula that was not in that section. Sure enough, here is a quadratic form. It's just all the terms, the x's are squared. And so, of course, you can put them into a matrix form, and you're often going to be given this A. You're going to find the eigenvalues, find the eigenvectors, then figure a way to diagonalize it, and the diagonals are the eigenvalues, which is something similar to what we've done before. There they are. So those are the eigenvalues. That's the usual theme for this section, and of course, depending on what those matrices equal and what that equation looks like, it could either be a circle, an ellipse, a hyperbola, a parabola, or not a graph at all. And there's also problems that ask you to show or say what is the actual conic section involved, and the angle of rotation, which you do by equating your P matrix to the cosine theta, sine theta business. That's really basically it. And then there's also a little trick where when you do subdeterminants of the principal submatrices, okay, there is a way to tell whether the matrix is positive definite, negative definite, or indefinite. Yep, that is the section. So I'll show the work itself. Yeah, so this is the tail end of problems from section 7.2. The usual business of finding eigenvalues and eigenvectors, normalizing them, setting up the P matrix, getting eigenvalues out, which of course reaches a crescendo, as they say. I screwed up a question. I didn't realize if they give you the matrix, just find the eigenvalues. You don't need to get so clever. So I started trying out what the answer said in the book, but it got too complicated, and this is one of my bad COVID days, so I was like, all right, I gotta move on. And then the true and false, which I did okay on. I'm doing better on the true and false these days. Then reading section 7.3, of course I just showed you the book, the conic sections. Quadratic forms. I love this stuff. This is pretty cool. And so made some early mistakes. Instead of dividing by 2 for the cross terms, I multiplied by 2. Novice mistake. Didn't repeat that mistake again. After that, it was basically smooth sailing. I don't think I actually got anything wrong. I mean, I have mistakes that I made along the way to get the answer, but before I checked the answer, I had it all correct. There was one specific problem, problem 8, that gave me trouble, and for that one, yeah, I did decide to move on. That's one of those even problems. Every now and then I'll have an even problem that gives me trouble, and that one was it. But other than that, everything else up to the rest of the section, including the true and false, was worked out just fine. I only got 2 wrong. So that's section 7.3. And I think this is going to be video 2 of 3 for all of chapter 7.